Yes, I mean, Vintner is probably the encompassing title for all of my roles in my positions, but for the respect of the people that I work with for Juslyn, I have a partnership, and then Fly Wine, although I use the term we and us a lot, it's really me. So it's fun that way too. We turn 2 July 1st.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I found it frustrating in general that buy the glass wine in 99% of establishments is terrible, cheap, simple, and there's seemingly a correlation with people that want to drink less or have a single serving of wine that potentially they're cheap people as well. And on the other side of that, working with very expensive wine and producing some of the most lovely wines, I think, in the world here in Napa, it's very expensive just to pour a taste of that wine for people as well. So I saw practical implications for both customers who didn't want to settle for quality just because they wanted a single serving of something, either for a dietary restriction or just because they are at a movie and it would be nice to have a glass of wine. And then on the supply side, wow, it's really challenging to sample a bottle of fantastic wine for every person that does, from a cost of goods perspective. And then a reward to those people that perhaps do spend a lot of money on your wine and have it shipped or won't receive it for a while. You can give them something that is a memento. They're never going to throw out the bottle. It's super cute, as people like to call them. And it's a reminder for them that later on in their trip or even when they get home, they can revisit and that experience and retaste that wine while they're waiting for their own wine to come. So I came at it from, again, the supply mentality of simple cost of goods from a packaging perspective, spending all my money on wine, which I do anyway, and putting it all together in a single serving package of wine. I call it Traveler because you can take them anywhere, but it's truly tasteful, better wine by the glass, and that's our tag phrase, tasteful, better wine by the glass. I try to carry them in my pocket. I have lots of surprises. I really wanted to work with a woman winemaker because my first experience coming to Napa was with a woman winemaker. I wanted to work with someone who understood wine and food pairing. And so I worked with this lady named, wonderful winemaker named Heather Munden. And the wine had already received accolades, 90 points to 92 points from Robert Parker. And it was fruity, it was direct, it had structure and acid, yet it was a product that would shine well in a single serving package. And so when you not all wine will taste great in a Traveler, and I consult with people on that too. You need to be aware of the science behind it as well. The second one produced, called the Party Starter, my favorite wine and the wine that I sunk my teeth into, I guess it's 15 years ago when I first tasting wine in Ithaca, New York, where I went to school at Cornell. And I really wanted to make an Alsatian style wine, really aromatic, really clean with those varietals. And I worked with another partner of mine, Brian Brown, who has many awards primarily for his white wine making skills, which is a nice joke between us. He makes the best white wines for a red wine winemaker you can find in this valley or anywhere else. And we found this awesome wine, this juice and fruit from these vineyards in the Russian River Valley. And it just spoke. We added some Gewürztraminer and Riesling, and it brought me back to the first time I had the Ugel Gentile, which is still a house wine in my house to this day, and the aromatics and just cleanness of those wines, which still are my favorite wines, even through, it's, if you work in a muffin or an ice cream, you stop wanting to eat them. Yes. And eat the ice cream. Still could drink the Party Starter and do all day, all night. The amplifier, the first Napa cab, was produced by working with my best friend, and his name's Brian Page. We've done a lot of crazy things together, but we've never made wine together. And so that's who I also worked with on our first premiere lot last year, and it was just so much fun. And I wanted to not only showcase what an awesome winemaker he is, underrated, under the radar, what a rock star, but I want to have fun with my best friend because we work our butts off and we know each other's plates, but we've never done it together, and it was awesome. So the first volume were those 3 wines. The layovers, again, a Chardonnay. It's a Russian River Valley. The Wingman is a red blend from 3 vineyard appellations here in Napa, and then the closer is a Coombsville specific 2013 Cabernet.